Hello YouTube, it is me again back with another video, and before we get into the meat of it all, I just wanted to briefly apologize for the brief break in schedule. I had uploaded a Wednesday video and then my plans for my Friday video got really offset because my life got pretty busy, so I'm posting a different video than I planned and on a different day than I usually would. But I promise that the OC Universe introduction will be up by Wednesday, and in the meantime, I thought you'd enjoy seeing me draw my Zodiac Sims into a huge group drawing, so without further ado, let's jump into it. So I wanted to talk about the Sims in order that I colored them in, but honestly, because there's 12 of them and the drawing gets a little hectic, I think I'll just start out with the first Zodiac sign of the year chronologically, and make my way down the list, talking a little bit about why I designed the sim that way and my thought process behind them. Cool? Cool. So let's start with Aquarius. So in the drawing, Aquarius is pretty easily spotted. She's the character on the far right with the lovely white silvery braids. The colors online for Aquarius were light blue and silver, so I worked with a sort of white and light blue color scheme to supplement what silver might be, because as I learned, Sims isn't very forgiving with silver. It describes Aquarius as very independent and intellectual, and I sort of imagine my Aquarius as this level-headed, a little shy person. She has a very bold sense of style, but I chose this very demure pose for her because I felt it kind of suited this quiet and calm demeanor that she has. I imagine she's someone who's very gentle and a little shy, but once you get to know her, she was very, bold, and you get to understand that she has this very passionate side to her that you just have to kind of get to know her a little bit to sort of delve into. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm giving these little characters a full, personality, so I hope you don't mind that too much. So let's go on with Pisces. Alright, so Pisces in the drawing can be spotted pretty easily, just like Aquarius. She's actually standing over Aquarius's shoulder, and she ends up with this fabulous purple hair. I love it. It's this beautiful lilac shade, not quite like the purple my hair was for a while, but it's much lighter and a lot of fun. So I enjoy purple. As one might imagine, based on the design, Pisces is described as having a very purple color scheme, so it has mauve and lilac and dusty purple. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So it also has accents of sea green, so I incorporated that in her tights, but honestly you don't get to see it that much because of where the pose is, which bums me out a little bit. I designed her sort of with this artsy and fun, friendly, giving attitude, so I wanted to give her this carefree pose, and honestly, I just love her. I love them all, I really do. So coming up next, we have Aries, and honestly, Aries is really fun and different from the rest of the group. You will spot her sporting a baseball cap, pun intended. The website I used as a reference described Aries as a zodiac sign that really likes sports and comfortable clothing with the dominant color of red. So those were some of the themes I went with when designing this sim and this character. I imagine her to be very competitive, and she doesn't really play that well with others, but she enjoys the sport of it. She's a very good sportsman at the end of the day, but she loves winning, and she loves being at the front of whatever activity is being planned. So no matter what it is, she always wants to be at the front, winning all the stuff. So that's where she's at. And I really enjoyed designing a sim that was a little bit different, so I hope you do too. So then you have Taurus. Taurus is actually my zodiac sign, so rep to all the Tauruses out there. As such, I was pretty particular about this design, and honestly, I'm really happy with it. She ended up being adorable with this short green hair, and I know the website says that Taurus is also, dominantly pink, but it put green in front of pink, so I decided to go with more green because I personally lean towards green. I'm a little biased. Honestly, I mostly base Taurus on my own sense of style and spunk, so I imagine her being a lot like me, someone who is very stubborn and creative and a little bit more than a handful. So anyway, next we have Gemini, which is my brother's zodiac sign, so I kind of imagine my Gemini character to be a little like him, with this curious attitude and a quick wit, and sometimes a little too quick of a wit if you ask me. The color scheme, which is light green and yellow, was kind of an interesting challenge to make it visually interesting. I tried my best, but this design honestly wasn't my favorite. So let me know how you might have changed it. I'm not really sure. I think something about it was a little lackluster. So if I had a redo, I think Gemini would be on the list of the ones that I would tweak. So let me know how you might fix it or change it, or if you like it the way it is. I don't know. So up next we have Cancer. So Cancer is striking, and I love this contrast with the all-white design and the dark skin tone. It was really fun. I had initially started doing it with a more mid-tone skin, and then I was like, you know what, let's just go for a darker skin tone so that this really stands out. And give her like the white eyeliner and the white lips and the sort of cool ombre in her lipstick. So that was fun. I really like just how sort of mysterious she looks. I think she looks really fun. So I hope that you like her too. Where was I? Oh, Leo. So Leo was one of my favorites. Leo is bold, and one of the staple colors is gold, so you'll probably know her when you see her, but Leo is on the left side standing up next to Capricorn, and I just wanted to throw caution to the wind. I have this character embody the lion, strong and powerful and intense, and I gave this character poofy golden hair to kind of resemble a lion's mane because, you know, lion. I'm sorry. I'm a little sick right now, so I'm trying to keep myself a little low-key, which is why this voiceover might not be as long as I intended, but it's okay. And I have this, like, very striking pose. It's like, look at me, I'm here, and I see her as very bold and charismatic and the kind of woman who owns a room when she walks in, even if she's sometimes a little bit arrogant. It's okay. We're all a little arrogant from time to time. So next up we come to Virgo, which is my mom's zodiac sign, even though she really doesn't like this design because she relates more to the sapphire of September's birthstone, and the gray, beige, and pale yellow of the zodiac sign is just so not her thing. But I had to stay loyal to those colors for this character, but I did add a little bit of a blue accent here and there, so that was a little bit from my mom. This Virgo character is very analytical and hardworking, but also friendly and a lover of animals. So they see the smallest details, but sometimes that also means they look a little too closely at things. You can spot Virgo to the right of Cancer, just chilling in her flower embroidered pants. Next up, we have Libra, and honestly, I think Libra might be my favorite drawing of the bunch. I love her green and pink hair and her cheerful look. She just looks happy and chipper and fun, and I enjoy drawing her so much. She's pretty far from what I would usually design, and I think that added a fair bit of fun and spunk to her look. I imagine my Libra as a gentle soul who likes the outdoors and working with friends. She's a lover of reading and likes to make sure others get along, even though she herself sometimes carries quite the grudge. A little bit of hypocrisy never hurt anybody. She's got her hand up in a little peace sign in this drawing, and honestly, I think that's pretty perfect, even if I think my execution of the hands in this drawing is terrible. It's okay. So, next up, let's talk about Scorpio. Scorpio was a fun design to do because I wanted to strike a balance between a sort of bright and striking design and a little bit of a rock star flair. So I wanted this to represent a character who's a little bit of a punch first, ask questions later kind of gal. But she's a true friend. She's there for you. So if you need her, she's there for you. But she is a little violent. She's honest, sometimes brutally so, and doesn't mince her words. She's incredibly passionate and determined, and if you're standing between her and what she wants, you best figure out how to move. So the penultimate character is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius was one of the first Sims that I drew, and honestly, I just love her blue overalls and her overall quirky and fun design. I imagine her as someone who's a very free spirit and who is optimistic to a fault and super funny and entertaining. She's curious and fun-loving with a little bit of spaz sometimes, but that's what makes her so much fun to hang out with, because we've all had that person who's a little bit draining, but they're just a little bit spazzy, but you love them because they're great and they inspire you to be a little bit more energetic yourself. So that leaves us with Capricorn, and honestly, if it wasn't for Libra, I think Capricorn would be my favorite. She's just almost tied with Libra for how much I love her design. And to me, she just feels like someone who's very regal and refined, if a little materialistic. She's nitpicky and disciplined and doesn't accept anything less than the best from the people around her, which can lead to her being a great supervisor, if not always the most likable one. Still, her perseverance and determination are admirable, and she can be fun when she wants to be. So that's what we have for our lovely Zodiac ladies. So what do you guys think? Would you like the character I designed for your Zodiac sign? Let me know in the comments down below. I do so love hearing from you. But with that said, I think I'm going to leave you guys to watch the rest of this video with some music. And I'm sorry that this voiceover wasn't as long as I intended it to be. I'm on a round of medication right now that is making me very nauseous. So recording this voiceover was... it was a task and a half. So I hope that you guys can forgive me for being a little more low energy than I usually am, and for being so late. I'm just really sick, guys. I just had my grandmother over, and now I'm really sick, and it's a mess. So I hope that this coming out in the place of the universe introduction isn't too much of a problem. I will finish the universe introduction before Wednesday, and I will post it on Wednesday so you guys can see it. And with that said, have a good morning, evening, afternoon, nighttime, time of day, and I will catch you guys in the next one if you've forgiven me. So please forgive me. All right, bye-bye.